Welcome back to Sport World. Revenge is a dish best served cold, though some like it hot, and Newcastle were certainly hot enough to blaze a trail into the League Cup quarterfinals as they avenged an undeserved defeat at Stamford Bridge only 3 days earlier. The two-goal lead in the first half-hour would have been 3 if Joelinton had hit the net rather than the outside of the post, before Isak scored the opener slightly against the run of play, with Tonali, Willock, Gordon and Longstaff producing the sort of full-court press that has been sadly missing for too long. A Chelsea team intent on passing themselves into oblivion just outside their penalty area were there for the taking in the first half. Perhaps their manager might consider the 11 changes he made to Sunday's starting lineup, particularly the omission of Palmer, were not the best way to ensure fluid, precise passing. Manchester United progressed to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup thanks to a 5-2 win over Leicester City. Erik ten Hag was sacked following defeat to West Ham in the Premier League at the weekend, and Ruud van Nistelrooy has been placed in interim charge until Ruben Amorum's expected appointment. United advancing in their pursuit of Amorim has dominated headlines, but there was action on the pitch at Old Trafford on Wednesday night and Van Nistelrooy secured a win. Leicester are among the favourites to be relegated from the Premier League and struggled against United, who were 4-2 up at halftime thanks to an ironically superb finishing display. Ethan Nwanery's performance delighted Mikel Arteta but did not surprise him as the 17-year-old's superb strike helped Arsenal to a 3-0 win over Preston and into the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. The teenager bent in a fine first-half goal after Gabriel Jesus' first strike since January had set Arsenal on their way, with substitute Kai Havertz adding the third early in the second half. It was another standout Carabao Cup performance from academy product Nwaneri, who got his first senior goals with a brace in Arsenal's 5-1 win over Bolton in the previous round. He might have had to at Deepdale too, but a late strike hit the crossbar. He did it yesterday in training too, so we're getting used to that, the Arsenal boss said. He's a big talent. He's got the right attitude. He's got the right players and context around him, and we need to make sure that we put brick by brick in the right tempo, in the right order. But we have some player there. Crystal Palace's season continued to go in the right direction after they beat Aston Villa 2-1 in the Carabao Cup, 3 days after kick-starting their Premier League campaign by beating Tottenham. Palace followed it up by booking their place in the quarterfinals of the League Cup thanks to Eberechi Ez and Daichi Kamada goals either side of John Duran's leveller. Oliver Glasner's men took advantage of an off-colour Villa side, who made wholesale changes, and are now to wins from a Wembley final. The only sour point of the evening was seeing Ez and Adam Wharton limp off with first-half injuries. Villa boss Unai Emery always said this competition was last on his list of priorities, and his team selection proved it, with Ollie Watkins, Emiliano Martinez, Yuri Tielemans, Morgan Rogers, Amadou Onana and Ross Barkley not even in the matchday squad. That left them with no firepower to rescue the game after they fell behind to Kamada's goal and they limped out, with bigger challenges. A weekend trip to Tottenham and a Champions League visit to Club Brugge to come. Jamal Musiala hit a first-half hat-trick as Bayern Munich won 4-0 at Mainz to move into the last 16 of the German Cup. Harry Kane set up Musiala's first just 2 minutes in, finding him 10 meters out from goal for the 21-year-old to hammer home. Musiala tapped in a rebound from a Kane header to score his second. The England-raised Germany forward was offside, but there is no VAR in the German Cup until the next round. Former Manchester City winger Leroy Sane made it 3 just ahead of halftime and Musiala then pounced on a loose ball in the box to score his third, and Bayern's fourth, just before the break to claim his first hat-trick. Even without his goals, he can make the difference. Joshua Kimmich said of Musiala, the most successful team in German Cup history. Bayern have 20 titles compared to next best Werder Bremen's 6. The German Giants have struggled in recent years. Bayern were eliminated at this stage in 4 of the past 5 seasons, including by 3rd Division Saarbrücken last season.